Hello and welcome back. We're in the last 3 days of 31 days of Q&A. Woohoo! Today's question for day 29. What do you do if you're having trouble making something look right? One of the biggest ways of helping with this is to get yourself a reference or two. If it's a hand, one of the easiest ways to get a reference is our own bodies. So get a mirror, get a camera, pose if you can, grab a friend, pose them if you can. There's a lot of references that we can use that aren't just something online, so be creative in where you get your reference. Depending on what it is you're having trouble with, a reference might not be easy to find. I have seen people build small maquettes and use lamps to create their own lit scenes. I believe James Gurney does this, so he's a really good example of, he builds his own like little dinosaurs and stuff. He'll pose them and then use a lamp to shine a light on it so that he can see the lighting and the cast shadows and everything to make it look accurate. But I mean, it is another type of reference as well, and reference is something that for some reason a lot of people don't turn to when you have trouble. Now, I have been in a situation though where I have references, but for some reason my mind isn't making the connection that I really need. Like I would have all the tools in front of me, and for some reason things just aren't coming together, even though I know they should. In those situations, sometimes it's just a matter of my brain is not, I guess, firing on all cylinders. There's something else bothering me. I didn't get enough sleep. I need food, something like that. Sometimes I just need to wait a day and like let myself completely reset. You know, walk away from the art, do something completely different, reset, and come back to it. And that's only if I have the option of doing that. If it's something that's on a deadline, I just kind of have to push through it. And sometimes it's not going to look good, and I'll just keep going. Like, I know it doesn't look right, but I'm going to keep drawing anyways and see if I can't get over that ugly hump and turn it into something that does look right. And sometimes that's really the only problem, is that every drawing and every painting, for the most part, has an ugly stage. And you can't stop at the ugly stage because it doesn't look right. And the only way you can get through it is to just keep going. So if it's not looking right, give it a couple more hours. I just keep pushing through it, and hopefully something, like, it'll turn a corner at some point and the light will come on, or that one line will be put down that pulls it together, and I finally figure out, okay, actually this is working a lot better than I thought it was an hour ago, or a couple hours ago, or 20 minutes ago, however long it is, depending on the complexity of the piece. So that's basically it. Making sure I have the reference, making sure I have the right reference, and pushing over the ugly stage into something better, hopefully. Alright, gonna wrap it up right there. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and if you'd like to keep up with what I'm working on, projects, work in progress, all of that can be found on my Patreon at patreon.com/comicrew. You can also keep up with me on Twitter and Instagram. Twitter is going to be a slightly more personal and open space, so I do share a bit of extra things on Twitter. You can find sometimes my cat or just like random thoughts that I have, so that's a good way to find kind of more non-art things. Instagram is purely art. I don't post anything else on there, no personal stuff there. So if you just want to see art I'm working on, Instagram is a great way to go. And yeah, check that out if that interests you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.